CPA here. Hope you're doing well. What's the hire of 2019 or 2020? The first thing to note is that in second round of this PPP in 2021, there's first draw and second draw. Second draw is for those that got PPP before, whether forgiven or not. So if you're in the second draw, you're the only candidate for this hire of 19 or 20. What does that mean? Well, you get to do the calculation of the PPP loan based on your 19 numbers or your 20 numbers. And then you get the hire of, it's at your election. Self-employed, ready for this? It's line 31 of Schedule C divided by 12 times 2.5. Do that for 2019. Do it for 2020 or your best estimate for that on 2020. Do that calculation for each year. The hire of, that can be your PPP loan for second draw for employers. You take your gross payroll to your employees, no more than $100,000 per employee, plus the employer paid health insurance, the employer paid retirement benefits, plus your state unemployment tax. There are some special rules related to the officers and the owners. It's still a max $100,000. For partnerships, there's minor exception because for the partners, they don't get wages, but it's based on box 14A of Schedule K1. That is self-employment earnings. So in essence, you're taking the same way that you calculated first draw PPP1, okay? And it's the same exact calculation for the second draw. It's just that you take your numbers, those same things, and figure out what it is based on 19. Well, if you got PPP 1.0, you got the first round. You got it as now what we're calling the first draw. You got it before. Well, you should already know what it is for 2019 unless you didn't know how to calculate it and you didn't include expenses or you included too many. Here's my point. For second draw, you take all those expenses, right? Figure out what they are, divided by 12 times 2.5. You do the same thing for 2020. You get the hire of. Yes, second draw, you're going to need to make sure you hit the gross receipts test, but the loan is based on the hire of your calculation of 19 or the amount for 2020. If you made it to here and you're not a subscriber, you're going to be missing out, okay? Provided value, click it. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. Check out the playlist for more PPP2 videos, and then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me.